The Air Force Deputy Chief started testifying at the Arms Commission today. The focus was mainly on his credentials. He echoed statements made by other witnesses.
The long-term plan goes about also the capabilities. The approach there is we have to define a desired end state to say by 2030, if these policies and these guidelines are still relevant, this is the desired end state. By 2030, this defense force should look like this with these capabilities.
But it's unclear what value Malinga's testimony will have. In a statement released to the commission, he says he's not in a position to describe the process and rationale behind the arms bought, as he was not directly involved in the setting up of the strategic defense procurement package. Earlier, the commission had evidence on the acquisition of Grippens and Hawks for the Air Force. The Air Force has had different aircraft since the 1940s and has moved with the times. The Director for Combat Systems at the Air Force led today's presentation.
They carry a large payload of bombs and also do photo reconnaissance. Then we entered the supersonic era with the introduction of the Mirage 3 aircraft. They were French, and there were variants, many variants of that aircraft, and it was our first supersonic fighter aircraft. And you can see that quite a change in the design of that aircraft, the typical what we term a delta wing, that is designed so that the aircraft can go through the sound barrier efficiently.
Another official also gave evidence on the history of Air Force helicopters dating back to 1946. He told the commission how their helicopters had taken part in various rescue operations, including floods in Mozambique. When the commission resumes on Friday, evidence leaders will focus in on the actual procurement package. The commission is probing allegations of fraud, corruption and impropriety in the multi-billion rand procurement contract. Njanji Chauke, SABC News, Pretoria.